Hello there, my name is Eunice, and today I want to talk to permissive parents. Permissive parents, we need to talk. We need to talk seriously. What does it even mean? What does permissive parenting style mean? It means that you don't set clear boundaries, no clear expectations, no discipline, you encourage independence prematurely. Every parent wants their children to be independent at some point when they are ready. In permissive parenting, the parent promotes independence prematurely. For example, letting a teenager just go about having relationships that are not healthy, the relationships that may eventually cause harm to them because you want to be in the good book of your child. So you permit them to have free relationships, opposite sex relationships that um, and they are not ready for. They are too young, but because you don't want them to be hungry, you don't set clear boundaries about relationships or hanging out with peers that you know may not be a positive influence for your child. Those are examples. So you want to listen to them and all of that. Permissive parents will listen to their kids and nurture them to a fault. But because they are too lenient, they don't pay attention to things that they need to stand up and tell their kids no. They find it difficult to say no to their children. No to things that eventually may not be beneficial to them in the future, like those two examples that I raised. So you promote independence prematurely, like allowing 12-year-old to date. What do they know about a relationship? Allowing opposite uh, gender kids to sleep over, to go for a sleepover. What do they know about a relationship? They are too young. So allowing them to have that liberty of doing what adult mind should be doing. That is one of the things that permissive parents will allow. They don't discipline their kids, and if they do, it's limited. They just want to be their kids' friends. They want to be their children's friends, not parent. They don't want to stand up and be that adult in their children's lives. And what's going to happen when all of this happen? Children will struggle to understand boundaries in the future. They won't know their limits because with their parents, there is no clear bedtime, there is no clear screen time, no clear curfew, no clear values. So that when they grow up, they struggle with all of these things. They struggle to understand boundaries. They are the kids that will be uh, pursuing people that when they are saying no to them, they don't want to hear no. They keep pressing. So they don't have that social cues or understanding that when someone say no, you need to back off. So they don't have that. And there are children that will struggle with authority figures in their lives because their parents are always allowing things and letting things go. So they would not be able to adhere to workplace rules and regulations, or wherever they find themselves, they will struggle with adhering to sets rules and boundaries. So they might not be able to regulate themselves because everything that they need, they when they are kids, all their wants and needs are met, whether those needs and wants will benefit them or cause harm to them, they just let them have whatever they want. So they may grow up to have trouble regulating themselves. Um, they may find it difficult to regulate their impulses or behaviors. So um, there should be balance in everything. Like I said, that's in permissive parenting style. They love their children to a fault in a not so excellent way, anyways, because they don't want their children to cry or be angry or show all those negative emotions. They just allow them to do whatever they wanted to do. I want parents to realize that negative emotions are okay. So if you don't allow your children to express their negative emotions, their anger, sadness, sad that I can't play with this person, I can't go do sleepover with my friend that is opposite sex, that sadness, you don't want to see your kid sad, then how are they going to handle disappointments in the future? How are they going to sit in their worries and figure out the way forward in the future if you don't allow them as children? So for that example that I raised, that so your child wants to go do sleepover, your girl child or your boy child want to go do sleepover with a girl or a boy, the opposite sex, and you don't say no, and you because you don't want them to be sad. In the future, they won't know how to handle sadness. So when you say no, that I will not allow that. In this family, we have values, we have expectations, so you cannot do sleepover with a boy as a girl. You cannot go do sleepover. Then you let them sit in that sadness and you acknowledge it, that I know this hurt, but I'm saying no because of this, and that. So if you are a permissive parent, you need to have that balance. You need to encourage accountabilities, allow clear boundaries, help them to grow in self discipline and self control. If you don't teach it to them now, it will be a problem for them in the future. My name is Eunice. I will see you next time. Bye bye.